In this video, we'll walk you through the basics of reading case names and citations. A case is a dispute between opposing parties resolved by a court. Cases are referenced using a case name and a citation. The case name consists of the names of the parties involved in the court case. Party names of both sides of the case are separated by a V, which however in spoken language is called N. So, in this case, the case name is Horton and Sadler. There are two different types of legal case, civil cases and criminal cases. In a civil case, the parties are generally individuals or businesses versus other individuals or businesses. And here you can see a civil citation of a Singapore case and a civil citation of a UK case. Can you tell the difference in style between these citations of two different jurisdictions? Singapore cases use the party's full name. UK cases only use the party's last name. Besides civil cases, there are criminal cases. In a criminal case, the state brings an action against an individual or organization. Here you can see an example of a Singapore criminal case name. In Singapore, criminal cases are generally prosecuted by the public prosecutor. In UK, criminal cases are prosecuted by the Crown, which is always represented by R for Regina, which is Queen, or Rex, which is King. Now you know about case name, but the case name alone is often not enough. As case law stretches over a period of time, or different parties may have the same name, or the same party may be involved in different cases. It is often insufficient to locate cases with only the case name, and therefore a case citation is also necessary. The citation identifies where the case was reported and how you can locate it. Take this SLRR citation as example. The number in the square brackets refers to the year the case was published in a law report. This is followed by the volume number. Then, the abbreviation refers to the specific law reports the case appears in. In this example, SLRR stands for Singapore Law Reports Reissue. The last number refers to the page the case starts on in that particular volume of the law reports. So, these citations actually tells that the case is reported in Volume 2 of the Singapore Law Reports Reissue for 1992, starting on page 667. Let's apply the same methods to read this English case citation. It tells that the case is reported in Volume 1 of the Law Reports Queen's Bench Divisions for 1893, starting on page 491. Now you know how to read the case citations of reported cases published in law reports. But how about the decisions and judgments that have been rendered, but the case that has not been published in any law reporters? When the courts render their judgments, it might take some time for the law reports to publish the case. And so, the courts also assign neutral citations, which allow us to identify a case without reference to a printed reporter. A neutral citation indicates the year of the decision, the abbreviation of the court, and a subsequential number which indicates the number of decisions that court has released to date that year. So, here the example is the 24th case of 2007 in Singapore High Court. And bear in mind that the subsequential number will start from 1 at the beginning of each year, and all the Singapore neutral citations start with SG, which stands for Singapore. The same way to read neutral citations can be applied to UK citations. Here, the citation refers to the 1457th case of 2009 in England and Wales Court of Appeals Criminal Division. Again, here, the sequential number will start from 1 at the beginning of each year. For UK neutral citations, EW stands for England and Wales, and UK stands for the United Kingdom. There are a large number of law reporters for different jurisdictions. No one can actually memorize all these abbreviations. So, where can we find the meaning of the abbreviations? Now is the time for us to introduce to you a useful tool, Cardiff Index to Legal Abbreviations. Is a website published by Cardiff University, and it indexes the names and abbreviations of all the legal publications including law reports. To access the Cardiff Index, you can go to our Law Research Navigator from the Law School's homepage by clicking the last tab on the top, Library, then Law Research Navigator. Then on the Law Research Navigator homepage, click the link from the law databases list on the left to launch the Cardiff Index. Let's take this WLR citation as example. In order to find out the full title name of this reporter, we can enter WLR and run an abbreviation search from Cardiff Index. The index will give a list of legal publications with their abbreviations as WLR. The list also allows you to work out which jurisdictions for the citation. For example, here the WLR we are looking for is the weekly law reports in the United Kingdom. This brings us to the end of this section on reading case names and citations. If you have any questions, please email to library@smu.edu.sg.